Now let's start with module 3. So we spoke so much about visual communication. Let's understand how we can make an impact with this visual communication. So two of the biggest image masters in the world, that is Lynn Marks and Judith Rasband, they have come with an international style scale. Now what do you mean by international style scale? Is this style scale is followed all around the world. Like everybody accepts this style scale. It is universally accepted. Wherever you go in the world, whether it's anywhere in India, anywhere in the world, UK, US, people accept this style scale when it comes to your professional setup or your work setup. So there are different levels of dressing. There's level 1, there's level 2, there is level 3, there is level 4, and there is also a level 5. We are going to talk about all these levels today. So what is level 1? So when you start with the level 1 dressing, level 1 is actually the lowest level in dressing, which is a t-shirt and jeans. Now when you are wearing the level 1 dressing, some people these days, a lot of people wear cargo pants and a t-shirt with a lot of graphics and everything. So that could be in the lowest level of dressing in level 1, because there are these graphics and all which look very unprofessional, and it could go to the lowest. And if you want to be a little higher in level 1, then you can wear even darker colors and full sleeves. So what happens when you're wearing level 1? Basically, when you are in level 1, it sends the message that you are available, you're easygoing, you're temporary, you're very casual, and you are unofficial. So it's all about, curved lines and rounded shapes and lighter color contrast, less dark color contrast, and the fabric is very soft and pliable. So this is the level 1. As you can see my model, she is wearing a level 1. You can see her in the cargo and the t-shirt. Here she is going to the lowest level of dressing, and if you want to be a little better in level 1, then you could wear like the jeans and a t-shirt with no graphics. Even when you wear a shrug, that is level 1 dressing and it does not go higher. A shrug is level 1 dressing. A jacket with a zipper, what we wear to the beach or when we are going out, that also is in level 1 dressing. Okay, and when you wear like really bigger check and bigger prints, that again goes in the level 1 dressing. Now let's talk about the level 2. It's very simple. If you're wearing trousers or chinos, you jump up to level 2 dressing. That means if you're wearing a shirt with a collar, again you are in level 2 dressing. So when you see a shirt and trouser, that's the level 2. You can also wear a formal top and trousers and get into the level 2. But a shrug is not level 2 dressing. Or you can also wear a shirt and a skirt where you can look in level 2. So when you look at my model, she is in level 2 dressing where she is wearing a shirt and trouser. When you are in level 2, the messages you send is that you are approachable, you are capable, you are functional, but you are consistent, but you are still very relaxed. And you're not very authoritative, but you are approachable. So when you are in a meeting where you don't want to show too much of authority, when you want to show a casualness and approachability, but you still want to look like you mean business, you could be in level 2. Now understand what is the level 3 dressing. Now what I'm wearing today is the level 3. Level 3 how? Because this is an unmatched suit. Now what do you mean by unmatched suit? Unmatched suit is when you are wearing a different color blazer and a different color trouser and shirt. So though I'm in a jacket, but I am softly tailored and I'm wearing a nice neckpiece just to accentuate my level 3. What are the messages that I'm sending? So the messages I'm sending that I am influential, I am capable, I am deceptive, but I'm still less formal and I'm dependable too. These are the important messages where the level 3 talks about. You can, for the women, you can also wear a skirt instead of the trousers. So the Q is the jacket. Level 3, we've understood it clearly. Level 1 is very casual tailored, that is the t-shirt and jeans. Level 2 is the trousers are mandatory. For the women, you can still wear a formal top. For the men, it has to be like, can be the shirt or even the polo t-shirt which has a collar. And the third one is a jacket. Now we will go to level 4. Level 4 is one of the highest in dressing when it comes to professional dressing. So level 4 is a matched suit. Now what do you mean by a matched suit? Matched suit means the blazer and the trouser needs to be of the same color and of the same fabric. Now a matched suit can be in brighter colors also, and can be in duller colors also, can be in lighter colors also. But if you want to look extremely professional, this goes the levels of dressing also when you are in second level, third level, fourth level, when you are wearing darker and deeper colors, that is black, navy blue, you're wearing olive green, you're wearing brown, blue like this, burgundy, grey. These are all business colors. So when you're wearing these colors, it adds authority to your dressing. But when you're wearing colors, pastel colors, you look more approachable. And when you're wearing brighter colors like red, yellow, bright green, then you just look more vibrant. So suppose I'm going for an event and I want to look vibrant, I'll wear a matched suit of a vibrant color. But if I want to look more official, like generally the CEOs of companies, the managers can be wearing these colors like black, navy blue, grey, burgundy, olive green and white also a lot of times. So if you want to look very, very authoritative, wear darker, deeper colors and wear a matched suit. If you want go for an event and you still want to wear a matched suit, then you could just wear brighter colors. Like I'm in the advertising in an industry where I need to be more creative. So in a creative industry, for me, I would choose brighter colors when I have to go for an event, or maybe when I'm having a women's meet. But if I'm the CEO of a company or I'm leading, I'm talking to the stockholders, then definitely I need wear darker and deeper colors. So if you want to give messages that you are a stronger personality, wear a matched suit of darker and deeper colors. Now, we spoke about level 1, we spoke about level 2, level 3 and level 4. Now let me show you my model who's wearing the level 4. You can see she is wearing a dark navy blue suit which is looking quite formal, and if she has to go for a meeting with the stockholders, she's perfect for the meeting. And she will look very authoritative, formal and at the same time very precise. Now, understanding all these 4 levels, what do you think is the level 5? It is a question mark, right? We've spoken about all the levels and we now don't know what level 5 is. Level 4, just let me tell you that when we look for a single-breasted suit and a double-breasted suit, they both go into the level 4 dressing. Now level 5 dressing is actually a tuxedo, but with the tuxedo there has to be a lady in the gown. So when they both stand together, the gown and the tuxedo could get into the level 5 dressing. Now you may ask, like, what about the Indian dressing? So yes, if like the man is wearing a band gala and the lady is wearing a lehenga, then they will jump up to level 5, which is for social occasion. So the tuxedo and the gown and the band gala and the lehenga are for social occasions, and of course not for the professional style scale. But level 5 comes under where you want to be socially well dressed and want to really upgrade yourself and look like you are the top notch. So we spoke so much about the levels of dressing. I hope you clearly understood all the levels, like understanding the darker colors, the softer colors, and also the bright colors. So there is something like Friday dressing. Now what is Friday dressing is mostly people can be a bit casual when they are working on Fridays, is they're allowed to look a little chilled out and easygoing. So on a Friday you could wear like a t-shirt and jeans. The jeans shouldn't be a cargo jeans and the t-shirt should not have too much of graphics. That's how you could dress up on a Friday. And of course if you want to wear a jacket or something, that's also fine, but generally it's a t-shirt with a collar and jeans. Let's talk about accessories. When you're wearing your accessories, the kind of shoes you need to wear. For women, you can wear shoes which are closed shoes. Now closed shoes means they are closed from the front. You could not necessarily wearing very pointy shoes, but they should be closed from the front and comfortable shoes, and they should not be more than 3 inches. The other shoes could be for more of social occasions or for parties, like the open sandals, but specifically if you're looking for work shoes, then they need to be closed. And for the men, it could be the Brooks, that is which has holes in it, or you could go for the Oxford shoes and even the loafers and the moccasins. The highest which are graded would be the one with the lace also. So one without the lace, they could be lesser, but they still look very official. And don't try to wear the very creative shoes which are very pointed or very sporty type, which has a very sporty look. These are not the shoes which should be worn to office. You can't wear boots also to office. However, the Chelseas could look very good with jeans as well as trousers, but if you are in a business industry where you're owning your own business, then you could still wear the Chelseas. But a lot of times if you are in the corporate where they follow a lot of rules, then maybe you cannot wear the Chelsea boots. Now coming down to in accessories, if we talk about jewelry for the women, then they need to wear studs. The size of the stud should be as big as the pupil of the eye and not like really large, because we don't want something which is going to really distract the attention of the people who are talking to you, like your clients or your colleagues or your seniors. So we want things which are very subtle and which still have an impact. You could go for like light chains or neck pieces, that is fine, but the earrings should be really small, as big as the pupil of the eye. And when you talk about makeup, so the makeup needs to be very subtle. Again, doesn't need to be very loud, like heavy lipstick. Bright color lipsticks like red could like really distract the attention. So we should try to have like subtle makeup which looks very elegant and classy. We could have a little bit of makeup, like a little bit of mascara and light lipstick and a blush, which will make you look impeccable in every meeting. Now when we come to the men, now let's talk about the belt and the shoes. So the belt and the shoes should match with each other, like brown belt and brown shoes, black belt and black shoes. And if you're wearing the brown and the brown, so there are a lot of variations in browns also which happen, but try to pick up the same exact brown because there could be like a darker brown, like a chocolate brown color, or even a tan. But if you pick up like the right matching color, you will look more impeccable. So imagine like a person who's wearing like a white shirt and blue trousers and wearing a brown belt and brown shoes. So when you look at the socks, now the socks should be of the same color of the trouser. Now if you can match every trouser with your socks, that would be the best thing to do. If it's black socks and black trouser and blue socks and blue trouser, if you're not able to do that, then you should match your socks with the family of the same color family as your trouser. So if you are in the blacks and the blues, then you can wear the black socks or the blue socks, either of the two. And if you're in the brown families, then you could wear the beige socks also, or the brown socks with the trousers. So try to match it with the family of colors, and then you are good to go for your meetings. And when you look look at other accessories, carry a good wallet, because even if you remove your wallet and people's attention goes there too, and a nice pen, because pen also makes a good statement about your personality. And with that, like a good watch. So when you wear a leather watch, that means very corporate, and you could maybe wear brown leather or a black leather watch. The dial doesn't has to be really big, it has to be medium in size, and it should be according to your wrist size, not very large and not very flashy. But if you're going for social occasions, then you can wear flashy watches. This also goes for the women when we talk about accessories, like your watch has to be subtle. Now when we come to the bags, now a lot of times I have seen that people carry a backpack when they're going to work. Even when it comes to like really good positions in corporate, I have seen a lot of people carrying a backpack. So say no to backpack, carry good bags, preferably it's leather bag. Brown or black would be really good, and you hold the bag, you would know that if you can fit everything in it, like the laptop and your booklets and your calculator, or the things which really need to go for your everyday use. And for the women, it could be the tote bag, because that looks really elegant and classy. So I would suggest that most of the women should wear a tote bag, and the men too, if they are carrying a laptop with them. So for women, we have a lot of alternatives which comes to bags. There could be a satchel bag or a tote bag for work, or a sling bag, even printed bags, and even backpacks. So tote bag works best for women at work, and otherwise if you're not working, then you could carry off all these other bags. The bag should be always a bit thicker and hard in shape if you again want to show authority. And if you're carrying very soft bags, then again it reduces the authority and does not look very appropriate for work. So when you're looking sharp with your clothes, when you are in level 2, level 3, level 4, see to it that your accessories also look very sharp with your shoes and your bag and your jewelry. So your jewelry, again, try to always wear more refined jewelry. Don't wear shabby jewelry or like jewelry which is very cheap, and wear jewelry which does not tarnish very fast, long lasting, and looks very nice and pretty on your face. When we are wearing tailored clothing and we have a little bit of accessory where we create a nice focal point towards our face, and then have earrings also, makes you look much more elegant. If you want to carry, then maybe on your hand you can carry a thin bracelet. I'm also carrying thin bracelet, and you can also wear subtle rings. Again, your rings should not be very big and they should be very thin and light, so that too much of attention does not go on your accessories. It gives you a good effect, but it does not take attention away from your clothes. I hope you all have got all of this right and are very clear with whatever I have spoken to you.